let's get on up to Jacksonville. Standing by for the call, it's our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it in. 180. 115.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 20 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Rivers. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he is going to get the 1st down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll set up to throw. The open man is Smith. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Slack 15. And let's pin the mirrors back.
On 3rd down, Rivers and Brate, the tight ends got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
180.
Fournette, a first down carry. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Rivers dumps it off to Fournette. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Set, ready, set, 50,
They run again on first down. Cook looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Diggs has it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zerline good with a PAT.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Rivers now. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's complete to Diggs. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. On 1st down, he'll drop the throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Rivers. And he completes it to Westbrook. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Rivers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They'll try to field goal now with Graham Gano. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, remember, last year, Week 5, Gano was good from 63 away to beat the Giants on the final play. This not as critical of a kick or as long, but also not as successful.
You're exactly right about that. I was fortunate enough to be on the call for that game, you know, and me and my crew, we got to see him. And when they lined up, we thought, that's a long way. We know he's got a big leg, and then he hammered it. Probably would have been good up to about 70 yards. And after the game, the head coach, Ron Rivera, told the media that his special teams coach had told him, hey, he's good up to 65, coach. And each game, that's what the special teams coach does. Evaluates the distance, lets the head coach know.
Yeah, no doubt he's got the leg, but this time couldn't. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, it's Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Cook. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Go, go, go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Logan Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20. And the offense has been the issue. You're right. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
54 Mike. Got one.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Underneath, he's got Brait. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Rivers. The open man is Westbrook. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Underneath, he's got Brait. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, it's Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Check. 59.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Rivers on first down. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Rivers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Rivers on the money, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down. They'll throw again. Rivers. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Rivers now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Throwing Rivers. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Trent Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Now here's Rivers. He'll bring his guys up, and they'll go for the 2-point conversion. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Rivers. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. A shotgun give to Fournette. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the 36, Rivers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Rivers to throw it.
I think it all came together there.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a run with Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. Cook. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football. And
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brain wise, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me,
no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.